Repeat Offender is a long-form open discussion podcast. Topics include sensitive issues such as sex, religion, politics, race, gender, death, BDSM, MFM, CFNM, MMF, MMFM, and healthcare. Do not try this at home.
Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking.
So hold on tight. The action starts now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
And here we go.
All right, it is fucking Easter. He has risen. He's risen. This is the day that I believe it's like 60 or 70 years ago that Jesus Christ died in that helicopter crash, and now we remember it.
I think it was somewhere in Ohio. I think they have first in flight on their tag.
Well, it's just weird that a place that invented flight would have killed our Lord and Savior. Shout out to the Jewish people.
Damn.
They fucking killed Jesus and they know it. And we're going to fucking act like that's not a thing. So, you know what I was...
Go ahead.
You know what's funny, speaking of Jews, and I brought this up to my wife because I was telling her, like, I don't like ham. I just don't like it. I find it repulsive. And it's weird that, like, Jesus is a Jew and there's a bunch of Jewy stuff and all that stuff, but then what does everybody eat on fucking Easter? Ham. It's insulting to the J-Man. Yeah, it's like the lobster of fucking farms.
Wait, no, fucking ham is fucking amazing. But see, you being from up north and all, you don't understand what like smoked fucking meat is, you know. And I ain't talking about like in a prostitute type way. I'm talking about like actually putting something on a smoker with some hardwood and some oak or something, and just god damn. I mean, it's good, nigga. It's good.
Bro, they smoke meat up here. People, actually, I think we're one of the states that has that thing where you can take home roadkill. Roadkill.
Yeah, no, y'all do some weird shit where your smoked meat has like a light brown. It look like y'all splashed it with fucking tea water. You know what I mean? That's not smoked fucking meat. You know, that's like a ham from the store that says smoked on it and it says fully cooked, but ain't nobody in their right fucking mind is gonna actually eat that shit.
It's like when they say treated lumber and they just spray painted it green.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but you led me onto something a minute ago talking about the Jews killing Jesus and shit, and I know it's fucked up for me to say because it was a horrific incident and all, but I wonder if you're an actual believer in Christ and then you could see, like, if you did some bad shit and you actually killed a man that was God's son, if maybe that would bring on, Nazi Germany. I mean, I don't know if the two are actually connected, but, I could see how karma, could play out.
Well, I think that there's a curse in the Jewish people. That's why there's no famous Jewish athletes.
I don't know, man. I think it's because they're in the back lines, counting the money at the betting hall.
Well, I mean,
would you play sports? Would you be like a dancing animal, or would you be the nigga back there with the whip cracking it, talking about give me them quotas? Oh, speaking of which, I just said it. And so, yeah, quota. So you failed the challenge. I got some feedback the other day or whatever, and I had been on you, you know what I mean, and give you, the pass, you know what I mean, and I provoked you, and you finally came out with the head ass nigga challenge, and you botched it. And I got some feedback, and it was, it was fucking offensive and hilarious at the same fucking time, and it was the sweetest, most genuine shit we could have ever did. Thanks to you, but yeah, so. I would never ask you to participate in that again.
No, I prefer to say it looking over my shoulder at a party. I'm telling you, I'm so bad at it. Yeah. I think I did do it. I think the last episode I let it slip at the end and I never edited it out. So anybody that wants to hear me say it, I think I said it in episode 12.
Yeah, and you butchered it, and you emphasized the wrong letters, and all you had to do
R.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but all you had to really do was recite in your head Nikka, right?
I do.
And you would have said it the right way.
I think it constantly.
Yeah, but no, you fucked it up. You butchered it.
Tell you what.
The one time you could have came out and been empowered, and you fucked it up.
Wouldn't it be funny if I said it and then black people made me like their treasurer or something?
Yeah, man. I mean, you could have made moves and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, you probably could have like been like a team player environment thing at one of Bernie Sanders' fucking rallies endorsed by Obama.
Do you want half your paycheck to go to Black Lives Matter?
What you think about it, man? Because look. I'm not saying which side I'm trying to get down on nothing, but I'm gonna tell you one Democrat that I'm definitely against, and that's Joe Biden. Ain't he a Democrat?
I mean, it's whatever people are gonna vote for.
Yeah, but anyways, and then there's other people that's like, y'all got like 300 fucking goddamn people that's running for the nomination. I don't know. I think they ought to just have to like fist fight it.
I think Trump would win in a fist fight. He's got retard strength.
Oh yeah, and he's all fucked up on them meth pills, them diet pills.
Well, I tell you what. Speaking of the N-word and Trump, I think that we should. I'll reach a happy medium because since we're both faithful juggalos, and that means we love Tech Nine. That I'll say Nicholas.
Oh, you're gonna say Nicholas? That's gonna be your N-bomb?
Yeah, I'll be like, listen, Nicholas.
Damn, I like it. You know, that's the most Caucasian shit I ever heard in my life, and I love it.
Just like that Bobby Lee joke where he's like, Asian people are like, "What's up, my ninja?"
Yeah, that makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? Because Asian people are historically ninjas, and it kind of fits. It's a short word. It starts.
And Nicholas is totally a white guy name.
Yeah, Nicholas. What's up, Nicholas? I'm gonna start calling niggas Nicholas.
Dude, that's what fucking Tech Nine does.
Nicholas? Well, see, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, we used to call them like buddies, like, you know what I'm saying, like the smokers. When
what
they
up, buddy?
You'd be like, "What's up, buddy?" You know what I'm saying, because it made them feel invited, but at the same time, you was calling them baser in a polite way. You'd be like, "What's up, buddy?"
When I was in the Navy, I was around a lot of black folk, and so I think my favorite ones were the ones from Florida with the bottom row gold, and then they'd be like, and they say "goddamn" before anything. Goddamn, went to the store the other day.
Yeah, you know.
You're like, hell yeah.
See, it's a different mode down there. Everybody be grilled up down south. You know what I mean? Everybody got goals, but
even like old women and shit. Like it's like old pastors and stuff.
Yeah, but you know, not to make it a black and white thing, you know, but I mean, for the longest time, I mean, when you go to the dentist or whatever and needed a cap, you got a gold cap. You know what I mean? Gold's the best thing for your motherfucking mouth. I mean, lead and fucking, you know, mercury and all that shit they stick in your fucking teeth. That shit ain't no good.
No, fuck no. What do you think? I bet you Jesus had gold teeth, a couple of them.
No, I don't know, man. But you know what makes me angry is I know that holy anointing oil that they was healing Lazarus and shit with and all that stuff, man. Motherfucking, I might have that wrong, who he healed, but it had cannabis in it. It had reefer in it, man. It was weed oil. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers, man, they blow my mind how against weed they are. But every goddamn one of them, right? They go down there and they vote for this dry county shit and this can't sell alcohol on Sunday until after 2:00. I don't know what the hell that has to do with it because they just buy it up on Saturday and then puts them on a high horse, but. The point being is they get fucked up and watch football. And it's like, you same motherfuckers is getting fucked up, but you gonna say that weed is bad even though your savior used that shit. And to the contrary, in case people think, you know, I am a Christian.
I'm a Christian the same way I'm a Leo.
Yeah, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. I was born into it.
I identify as a Leo, but I'm actually a Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm not a Capricorn. I don't know nothing about that, but I know that I'm naturally aggressive anyway. And just in case you forgot, Jesus Christ is Easter. That's the episode, this one, that we're on now.
So, you know, in the spirit of Jesus Christ, go out there and flog the fuck out of some bankers while knocking over their tables.
No, I tell you, motherfucking, that white boy rapper out of Florida that I don't know if I really like him or
Eminem?
not, but he say, if it was Bible days, I'd stone your ass. So next time, you know, somebody act, you know, crazy to you, and you tell them, bitch, if it was Bible days, I'd stone your ass.
Are you talking about Lil White?
No. He's from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee.
That's the same fucking thing.
No, it ain't the same thing, man. You way off.
By the way, we call it. By the way,
it's like
it's not
Tennessee. It's like Memphis. Memphis trying to pretend like they invented barbecue. Them niggas ain't invent no goddamn barbecue.
Hell yeah, they did.
You know please, that's
bro. And it's not Tennessee. You're not Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
I don't know what Tennessee. Shit, I wish I could get it for Tennessee. A nigga with me in no trailer.
You gotta stay high. Shout out to 3-6 Mafia. You could be a sponsor.
Yeah, you know, I didn't. Shit, I don't even know the names of half these motherfucking rappers. I've been listening to rap music.
DJ
since I
Paul,
can
Juicy
motherfucking
J.
look back. But, like, I can't
8-Ball,
identify half
MDG.
these motherfuckers. Like, the only one I can identify is, like, the old No Limit Gang. I can, Boosie, obviously, because his voice is different than half these other motherfuckers that you hear. But I don't even know. Like, I'm not good at identifying musicians.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Like old school No Limit shit like Juvenile?
Like, no, that was Cash Money.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, like, you know, like P and C Murder and even old fucking goblin ass Silk the Shocker. But like,
isn't he in prison now?
No, one of them, somebody's in prison. Mystical just got out on bail for another like rape charge or something.
I like Mystical.
Yeah, he was all excited.
We should try to get a hold of his people and have him on the podcast.
I should
Wouldn't it be cool?
I should call like that nigga's lawyer's office and see if we can get an interview or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with Mystical.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then had that nigga do a freestyle and shit about the Repeat Offender podcast.
You're like, hey, what's up? He's like, yeah!
He'd be
"All
like,
right."
nah, he'd be like, you know I'm hurting and shit. You know, they coming after me for that $2 million in taxes I owe and shit. But I'd be like, shit, I got like 300. And he'd be like, you got 300? I'd be like, but shit, I'll throw in the goat too, nigga.
Throw in the whole goat. You know what? I think,
I don't know if he's Haitian enough for that.
no, I think fucking Mystical, the best thing he ever did was that Joe song. Fucking, what was that song?
Pussy Crook.
No, the other, what?
You probably ain't even wasn't even allowed to listen to Pussy Crook.
No, we had to order explicit albums, like, and get them like delivered and shit through BMG and Columbia House.
Yeah, man, I ordered like 15 CDs and like goddamn
Never
30
paid
movies
for 'em?
for a penny. Yeah, for like 99 cents or some shit.
Never
Yeah.
paid for them.
That's how I bought Friday on videotape on VHS.
Friday was the very first CD I ever bought. The Friday soundtrack.
That's the very first time you seen a black person?
Yeah, I was, because I was like, what happened? Did this CD get ruined in transit? Look at these guys. It's all muddy.
You stupid as fuck. God damn, you gonna get your ass beat, nigga, next time you go like an hour south.
Oh, it's like that. It's
you
like,
better get some motherfucking pepper spray. That's all I can say, nigga. You better get some pepper spray.
bro, I blend in pretty well. I'm like one of those white producers at the Source Awards.
Yeah, you kind of look like
I'm like the Danny Ainge.
goddamn you look like a French Jew.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like every time you see like a bunch of rappers and shit like that, and there's always the one bald white dude
Yeah,
that
I can
just
see
like
that.
makes all the beats and shit, and then gets all the respect and stuff. That'd be
Hey, I
me.
can see that. Yeah, the one guy that looks completely awkward to the whole mix, and all of a sudden he drops the fire.
Yeah, like Scott Storch.
Yeah,
Like
I
Scott
don't know-
Storch is.
I don't know who the fuck that is, but I'm gonna
All
say
right,
that.
Scott Storch is this fucking total white dude. You see this dude, and if you didn't know his background, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But he was the dude that fucking did the. He's like a producer, so he did the piano riff on that fucking Still Dre song, that that thing they used on fucking Training Day.
Oh shit! See, I didn't know.
Oh,
Man, see,
a white boy with a faux hawk created that.
Damn, see, I didn't even know that. Now,
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Next, you gonna tell me some white guy invented the Beats headphones?
Well, okay, so Tim Cook's cousin is actually
Oh, shit.
the head designer. I don't know. Maybe
I'm saying, like,
Dre went in there and fucking did the whole thing himself.
yeah, Trump probably has something to do with it, man. I'm just gonna be real with you.
No, I personally believe that Dre built every single pair of head. He's like, yeah, hell yeah, by myself.
By herself. Hell yeah. Then he tried to sue some motherfucker about some shit. I don't even remember. Oh, because they came out with a new model after they sold it to Apple or some shit. Like, you ain't happy enough, you know, like he pissed off probably because Jay-Z got more money somehow. I don't know what the fuck, because like I don't even be feeling Jay-Z on motherfucking music, you know what I'm saying? And then,
But he's not concentrating on that. So I follow hip hop because it's completely antithetical to my life. And so you got the big three. You got Diddy, Jay-Z, and fucking
I don't know. I heard
Wait,
they
who's
all,
the-
I heard they all did like some evil shit to get their money.
Well, yeah, everybody did. Like, nobody cares about the fact that fucking Dr. Dre beat the shit out of D. Barnes.
I don't know.
She's
who
a
that
woman.
is.
It's a woman.
I don't really.
It's a
that
female
don't even
reporter
really
and
come on
shit.
my radar.
Or a
That
journalist
don't-
or something.
Yeah, that don't even really come on my radar at all. But you know, the way he was dressed back in like '87 or some shit, '86, like.
Oh,
he
that
did the
fucking
same
when he
thing.
was in that group.
He was in that she thing. You don't remember when Easy said that? On his
Yeah,
own
when they had
Yeah.
those fucking glitter suits and stuff and the Jerry curl.
Yeah, crazy fuck. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I just be chilling, man. But I've been getting some good feedback on the show and shit, and I'm thinking about it. Like, I need to start maybe networking with the fans and stuff and all, you know what I mean? Because I don't want some weird stalker in the bushes and shit. Like, I think I'm going to electrify the woods.
Well, dude, I've been fucking around with like some editing software, so that's why I've been working on like the promos.
Yeah.
And the commercials and stuff, and I'm fucking trying to figure out this editing stuff, so I'm gonna start doing a lot of like inappropriate videos and a lot of racist shit.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, people inherently, you know, self-segregate. You know, like, if you ever been to jail or anything like that, or to a school cafeteria or whatever, people naturally self-segregate to environments and groups that they're comfortable with, you know, for whatever fucking reason it is. But, you know, motherfuckers are mean, and that's what it is. And I don't make a fuck you white, black, yellow, brown, red, nigga. I don't really give a fuck what you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all cuss each other at the red light. I'll be like, look at that old pussy ass nigga right there.
Well,
and then what's fucked up is it'd be like somebody that I might have worked with and I didn't even recognize him at first. And then the nigga be like, what's up, Thomas? And I'd be like, nigga, who the fuck is you? And they'd be like, what's what? And I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, nigga, my bad. I just talking about how you was old bitch ass nigga.
I mean, who hasn't been there?
Yeah. Or Nicholas, old bitch ass Nicholas.
Hey, what's up, Nicholas?
Yeah.
You and your bitch.
Yeah, fuck that shit, nigga. Yeah.
Oh, gee, what the fuck was I trying to talk? I was trying to make a point, and then you said Nicholas, and it threw me off my game.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because I was talking about electrifying the bushes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And because we had some white dude. Man.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It's what I tell people is my sense of humor stopped after the last episode of Chappelle's Show.
Yeah,
Like
that's
where I'm stuck. Where it's like and I say we because I still think there's a large percentage of the population who really doesn't give a fuck. That we still think Mel Brooks and Dave Chappelle's funny, and we think like that.
I don't know.
So
but
then
you
when somebody gets all
like Kevin Hart, right? You kind of remind me of like Kevin Hart and some of them other dudes, right? Like they're not to me. I mean, they're not like really, you know, all that like amazing and shit. But
wow, thanks.
But sometimes they do. But what I'm saying is sometimes
I don't like them, but somebody else does.
Yeah, like they throw out just enough like shit because you know they fit like a thing. But I don't know, man. I just think them niggas is whiter than me, man. Like get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm telling you, like these, you got to look at somebody like
Like,
Kevin
nigga,
Hart.
I'm more like an old school Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Like I don't give a fuck.
So,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
you didn't actually write jokes.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about the not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga was talking about, you know, like, you know, gay niggas looking at his ass before, you know, niggas was like, oh, you can't say that. And even if a nigga was like that, he'd be like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I need to stand this way, that way? And the other motherfucker be like, you know, fuck these crackers. You know, fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. But the shit was funny because it was real.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously it couldn't pass. Okay, let's say I don't think I could have passed like 85. Really, because like you look at so Richard Pryor, when he started out, Richard Pryor was trying to emulate Bill Cosby, you know, like in the suit, the clean cut Negro up there telling jokes.
Yeah.
And he fucking, I think what he did was he went to Africa, like and fucking, you know, got back to himself and discovered his inner spirit and fucking came back and he's like, I ain't trying to sound like him. And then he got up there and he was like, what's up, liar? What's up, motherfucker? You's a black motherfucker. Ha ha. You know, saying all this shit. And then audiences hadn't really ever heard somebody like that
You want me
before.
to tell you what that was? I'm going to tell you. It had nothing to do with African nigga. It's called freebase, okay? That nigga hit that motherfucking blast. That train came through that nigga's head. And he's like, oh, shit. Fuck these niggas right here. Okay, and he came out and he went beast, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. But if you look at white comedians and shit, these motherfuckers are so goddamn stereotyped, right? And then they wonder why every time a black comedian get up there, they got to be talking about their white friend, right? Because white people do it to they made themselves pussies, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Do you? If you want to be all domesticated like a motherfucking neutered fucking dog, then you go be that, you know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why a nigga named Dante is running up in your motherfucking bitch, nigga, while you out there bagging groceries, nigga, for $7.95 a motherfucking hour, talking about I need a goddamn minimum wage raise, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck on.
$7.95 an hour. You know what changed Richard Pryor's direction was Paul Mooney.
I don't know who Paul Mooney was, but I'm gonna take your own word for it.
Have you ever watched Chappelle's Show?
Like rarely.
Do you remember a segment called Ask a Black Guy?
No, I remember when he ate the donuts and shit like the baser.
Well, Paul Mooney is he was Richard Pryor's writer for forever, and then if you ever watch Chappelle's Show, there's segments called Ask a Black Guy.
Yeah.
And then there was remember how Ed McMahon used to do the fucking mind reader thing with Johnny Carson?
No, I don't know, but
he would put that big turban on, and then fucking Ed McMahon would read him stuff.
Who the fuck's Ed McMahon?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyways, if you watch fucking Chappelle's Show, Paul Mooney was on there doing Ask a Black Guy, and then he would wear a turban, and he'd be like, I predict Al Roker's gonna do the news, and then put on a wig and play Oprah.
Oh shit!
But he was Pryor's writer for his whole life, and
that was funny as fuck.
Dude, okay, wait. Have you ever seen the movie Bamboozled?
Have I seen the movie who?
Bamboozled?
No, I don't know if I've seen that.
It's Spike Lee. It's got Damon Wayans. He plays a TV executive who is so fed up with his job that he decides he's going to put something on TV that's so fucking racist that there's no way, like, he has to get fired, and it's a hit. And it's called, I forgot what it was called, but it was a minstrel show, the blackface thing, right?
Oh.
With Tommy Davidson and
I don't know, but that sounds offensive.
No, like, he was trying to do it, like, the show, that old the play, the Broadway play, and then the movie, The Producers, where they were like trying Springtime and Hitler and Springtime or something like that. They were trying to make something so offensive that they would be kicked out or fired, and then ended up backfiring and being a hit. But it's a really good movie, and then it's got like Mos Def. I almost said Mos Def. Mos Def, and it's got fucking Paul Mooney plays the guy's dad, Damon Wayans' dad, and he's an old school comic, and he goes in, he like when Paul Mooney does stand up, he sits in a chair.
Okay, hold on. You keep referencing Paul Mooney. Is he white or black?
Black as a motherfucker.
Okay, I don't know, because they had a white name.
No, Paul Mooney is like the epitome of black.
Okay, go ahead.
Like he wrote, Paul Mooney invented black culture. You heard it here, folks. Paul Mooney, nothing happens in black society unless Paul Mooney signs off on it.
I don't know. I think you just like disenfranchise half the fucking nation, but hell yeah.
I'm just saying in defense of Paul Mooney.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. Maybe I need to YouTube that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because like
he's funny as fuck.
I get all my modern facts from YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, dude. Paul Mooney. Well, you know the beauty of YouTube is you can look up. Like, you have access to shit that nobody ever had access to before. You can watch old videos. You can watch old clips. You can watch, I don't know if you're into it. What's really cool is you go on there and you look up SNL auditions. So you see all the comics and actors who have ever auditioned for it, their fucking audition tapes.
Yeah, they, so like you telling me that, about updating your resume and shit. Did you put podcast co-host on that bitch with a link?
No, I'm trying to get a job.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's only fair that people who are prospectively, employing a person should know who they really are.
Yeah, I'll wait till I'm there at least a couple weeks before I tell somebody to do a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I get the concept. You know what I'm saying? I just, I kind of feel like, putting the better foot forward. And being honest, man. We live in a society where honesty has been lost with, political correctness. You know what I mean?
Well, I have currently I have a driver resume, I have a grower resume, and then I can easily. Make
I just
a
think you
podcast
should
resume.
combine the two, and then maybe you could be a transporter for a grower.
Yeah, maybe in 2 years, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Or you could just get some bad pictures of some nigga doing some shit he wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, put on something cute, nigga, some skinny jeans and shit, and get a nigga to touch your leg. And bam, you got a job, nigga.
There it is. Hey, you don't want somebody to see these fucking pictures, Jorge? You pay me.
Yeah, you gotta pay, nigga. That's what I told that one nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You keep hawking at me, nigga. I mean, you start talking about money. I'll let you see my dick now.
You want me to fucking blackmail a black male?
I don't even know if you can, if that sounds right, but
That's
whatever
good.
you
That
gotta
was
do.
fucking amazing. That was
I'm
a
just saying.
catchphrase.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
need
I
a
don't
bell.
know.
We need a bell. I want a bell, and every time one of us says
You
a
should
buzzword,
have
I'm
to
gonna
say
fucking
something
bell.
like real, like educated, like blackmail to the power. Square
Bro, I
power.
said you got to blackmail a blackmail. It's also putting like,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't know.
you deal with me.
I still think you
I
gonna
got a
get
good one.
fucked up, nigga. I think you gonna get real talk, nigga. Like you can't even help your Caucasianness, but I'm so glad that you're airing out your closet. Come on with it, Marshall Mathers.
I'm telling you, dude. One day, all this is everybody's gonna be like, oh, I
I'm just
get
saying,
it.
why is niggas out here looking for colored eggs in the bushes?
Yeah, what is up with that? No, I have another good catchphrase. Like when I get back into slinging more weed again, I'll be like, I can put 5 figures in your fingers.
That's funny, nigga. That's funny. That's good though. Absolutely.
That's shit. If you said that to somebody, they'd like it.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit you'll come up with after listening to like some edited fucking rap.
No. So
Because I can see you riding in there, right, and you're being real proper and shit because you got the family and the kids, so you naturally listen to the edited version of shit. And then, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I can see you come out with that shit because you might even, like, went and bought you, like, a new era hat and shit, like a fullback. Because, I don't really like the snapback. Everybody's into the snapback shit now.
I don't like that snapback. I need like the
like a fullback,
fitted.
man. I like a nice fitted hat. Yeah, you said it best. Like,
Yeah, because I don't need that little puff of hair. I don't need that
Yeah.
little puff of hair sticking out, the ducktail.
No, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? But I got a snapback here because it came free in the mail and shit. And we won some kind of contest or whatever. So, whatever. I'll put it on sometimes, but I don't really like it.
But the context of the phrase is like, say you're trying to sell some weed, and say somebody's trying to sling a pound, right? And then they're like, yeah, but I could ounce it out and I can make way more. And it's like, yeah, you could do that, and it'll take a while. Or right now, I can put 5 figures in your fingers, so it's up to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it's like,
what's that nigga?
click it or ticket. Click it or ticket.
What's that nigga, Colonel Sanders? Yeah, that's what it sounds. It sounds like some Colonel Sanders shit.
Click it or ticket. Put 5 fingers in your fingers.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just be chilling, man.
Not valid in Alexa, Hawaii. A $5 fill-up meal.
Yeah.
Racist asshole motherfucker.
Yeah,
Racist asshole Nicholas.
You know what's fucked up is I've been all over the country, man, and Popeyes be bamming, right? But I'm in Ohio, and and I drive through this town, man, and Popeyes be open, nigga, and they be got some good motherfucking like chicken tenders.
I love
right?
Popeyes.
And this motherfucker be empty. Nobody be fucking with Popeyes up here. I don't know what these people have done did. I don't know why they're so offended, right? Because the employees are super nice to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my shit be hot, but nobody be fucking with them. So they got me so fucked up thinking about, this food might not even be right that I can't even pull through there and eat. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'll get some Popeyes on the way to the hospital. I love that shit. I love that shit. Bro, I will take any opportunity I can to prove I align myself with black people.
Since it's Easter, man, and we've been talking kind of about religion and stuff, man, and creationism and shit, right? And I'm thinking about all the people in the world that, they confuse Christianity with judgment. And it's always turned me off from mass organized religion. And because people cling up on like another man's choice, and what I mean by is like homosexuality, because I sell ass plugs and shit, right? And a lot of dudes buy ass plugs, and they always buy them under the rules or the idea of the sales pitch when they approach you that they're buying them for their woman. And I know that they're not, and that's okay, right? Because
I know that they're not.
Yeah, so not my king, right? Do you, right? So. But all these Christians are so hateful to people who choose, a quote unquote homosexual life, but or a little bit kink, a little bit of fun, whatever they do, whatever they deem to do with their own bodies, which is none of my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like whether I approve or disapprove, it don't fucking matter. They grown ass motherfuckers do themselves. You know what I mean? But my thought is, right, is Christianity is supposed to be open arms and acceptance, lead by example, right? And it's not you, because when you die and you go meet your maker, the idea is that it's you alone, right? And you answering for yours and atoning for your sins, and ostracizing people and telling them what they're going to burn in hell has no bearing on why you're probably going to burn in fucking hell. But it leads me back to my original point that I was trying to get at. And I always tell people this here, and it's like food for thought, right? Because I'm not a biologist, I'm not a fucking doctor, I'm not a religious if my thought is if whether you believe in Darwinism or creationism, right, is why did God, or we evolved, whichever you believe, put a prostate, a male G-spot, in a nigga asshole? Okay? Why you got a G-spot in your asshole? Why you got some shit in there that if it gets touched the right way for the right amount of time, like a woman's G-spot, it gonna make you nut? Why you got a G-spot in your asshole?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm glad you brought it up because I've been thinking about this all day. It's because the prostate was one of the last things put in when God created man.
Yep.
So when you're putting IKEA furniture together and you only got you put everything in, you got that one screw or you got that little fucking L-shaped bracket, and you're like, where the fuck? But the dresser seems to work, so why do you care? Well, the prostate was kind of like, we spent a lot of money on the R&D for this fucking thing, and it's been sitting around the shop. It hasn't worked on many of the animals. But I think we're going to put it in this one and then see what happens and wait the 10 months to see if there's any kind of consumer complaints.
All right, no, I got a different idea, okay? And I'm gonna put a little history with it. I'm gonna put some speculation with it.
I got the Wikipedia, so be careful.
All right, so check this out, right? So back in the day, we were very tribalistic, hunter-gatherers, you know what I'm saying? Historically, men went out and did some hunting and some conquering and some war and shit. And women stayed at the house. Now, there's also, mind you, there's this fish. There's this species of fish, and you put them in an aquarium. And while there's a dominant fish in there, a male fish, the younger fish, the betas, they stay feminine until that fish is either removed or he dies. And then that's when they blossom and they get their colors and all that shit, and they become like a dominant male, right? So with that being said, that's just an example and analogy. It's going to tie into this whole thing. I think back in the day when niggas was hunters and gatherers and they was out hunting and conquering tribes and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because science has been proving niggas got a nut every 3 days and the nut dies off and it causes bacteria infections in your motherfucking glands and shit. So I think that when niggas was conquering and shit and they was spending so much time away from women, sometimes, more submissive men were punked, you know what I'm saying? And I think to make it less fragile and destructive to the males, the lesser male's ego, that there was a reward in the end for taking some dick in his ass, and so he got to bust a nut too.
Well, who doesn't? And good shout out to realizing you got to take some dick in the ass. Dude, did you even look at that video that I fucking sent you the other day?
I don't know.
All right. You know what? You want me to say the N-word? I'm going to tell you this is my favorite thing. Society's fucking changed. I watched this video the other day on D.L. Hughley's fucking Facebook, right? And so he posted this, and Wendy Williams, the goddamn, she's like a fucking talk show hostess or whatever. She's like the Oprah.
I don't know who the bitch is.
All right, so she's out there, and her fucking husband cheated on her. We're fucking shocked, right?
Okay, we're shocked. We're shocked like a motherfucker.
Right, because I don't know. Black men, they historically make fucking songs about cheating and then making up for it, but who am I to judge? Yeah, so this podcast sounds so racist. Anyways, So I put the video on there, and it was the greatest thing in the world. It was like a Netflix documentary where all of a sudden, halfway through, it takes a fucking left turn into Crazy Town. So you're watching, and it looks like a setup, like the Breakfast Club or whatever, where they're sitting on a radio.
You talking about where that the fat dude was at the motherfucking restaurant?
No. There was this dude, this black dude, and he had like sunglasses on. They all do. And he was sitting there in like a radio show type setting. I assume his wife next to him, and he's talking about this Wendy Williams fucking husband. And he's like, yeah, so he's like, I walk around the house, free spirit, I'm naked, and I was staying at this condo, and I was sleeping naked, and he comes in, talking about Wendy Williams' husband, he's like, he comes in, and he rips the covers off, and I had just gone number 2, but he didn't care. He ate me, and spit in me, and put his dick in me, right? And he's like, he gets in there, he's like, yeah, this Brownsville dick, nigga, and he's like, because when two masculine men that work out have sex, it's like an adrenaline rush. You're so fucking shocked at just the left turn that took.
So what you saying is bitch's husband was fucking another nigga, and he ate his ass even though he just shit.
Yeah, and he was like all open about this, no shame in his game, and his wife is sitting right there. I put it on your Facebook page, dude. You gotta look at it. I watch it. I watch it once a day.
A lot. You know, I'm on Facebook a lot, but I'm probably have to go back and check that out. I'm surprised Facebook ain't banning that shit, because I knew this nigga. Well, he wasn't no nigga. He was actually a Nicholas. And he posted some shit about some nuns embezzling some shit, and he got banned. He had like 30 days. He was in like Facebook prison and shit. But they can put some shit on there about a nigga eating a fucking shitty ass and cheating on his wife and shit.
Well, here's the best part, besides all of it, is when he goes, and he pulled the covers, and he ate me and spit in me and stuck his dick, and when he said that, he realized he was like being really offensive. He's like, hold on, and he's like, and then he came in like 30 seconds, and then he's like, immediately after that's when he jumped to this Brownville dick, nigga, and it's like, what?
Damn, without you just so it was almost and not because at this point, I guess it doesn't fucking matter, but this ties back into the story that I was talking about when motherfuckers was conquerors, and they were going out there in the woods, nigga, for a long time, and they just had to conquer some ass or something, and they raped another nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that's almost symbolic to the story you just told me.
Well, and as close to my heart as that is, it's always funny because I always watch like The Wire, or not The Wire. I mean, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. No, Oz and stuff like that, right? And you always hear the like you watch like you watch like Locked Up and stuff, and you hear these dudes, and it's like it's not a gay thing, dude. It's like a dominant. And like no, it's a gay thing. You're fucking somebody in their asshole.
I don't know, man. I watched what movie was that I watched, man? And it was back in like Rome, and then the kid of the fucking the leader had him hold motherfucking Caesar down, and he raped him in the ass. This teenager raped Caesar in his ass. And then the next day, Caesar, he told Caesar, he said, you run your mouth, and I'm going to tell everybody how you took it like a bitch. So the next morning, the leader, he was like, why ain't you on your own horse, Caesar? And then the boy, the teenager, he's like, he wanted to walk down there and boost morale for the crew, for the guys. And anyway, so basically, he did the most humiliating thing he could to the strong Caesar, and that was he took a nigga ass, you know what I'm saying? And so I guess in a historical conquering point of view, I can see it from a non-homosexual perspective, even though the idea was that you probably still had some homosexuality running in you if you was willing to go that far to take a nigga ass.
I'll be honest,
but I don't give a fuck. Do you? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, do you? My point is, you still got a G-spot in your asshole to make you nut, whether you give it up or a nigga take it, or if the doctor's inspecting you. If some 60-year-old fucking Indian dude is inspecting your prostate with some gloves and some grease, and he can make your flaccid penis nut, then you got some shit in your ass, nigga.
Hey, this is Baghdad. This is Baghdad.
Bad dad? I don't know. I guess there's a lot of bad dads.
No, this is bad.
I don't think that's where it comes from. I don't think
it comes from
you having a bad dad.
No, I'm saying right now we're in Baghdad.
Hell yeah, we're in Baghdad, nigga. That's why I got a turban.
You know why? Because I'm about to drop a truth bomb. So I enjoy if you find a dirty girl that's gonna lick your ass, I'm one of those fucking people that enjoy it. I believe in the I believe in the sanctity of like hygiene. So it's clearly got to be an issue of like after we showered and we know like it's a clean thing. Yeah. So there's nothing more exquisite than a warm tongue on your hole.
Yeah.
In terms of like the ass play thing, like I think I've done like the first knuckle, like that's before like my sensibilities kick in and I start changing my outlook and my politics.
Is that
and I'm
before,
like, yeah, I'm not
after wine.
Well, no wine because you want like a clean, healthy colon, but you don't want to scare somebody away forever. You know what I mean?
Okay, I was just saying, if your inhibitions have been loosened by the wine, well, where does the line push back to?
As far back as anybody can handle. I've found in my history that most feminine asses are clean, just because they don't eat a lot of AM PM food like I do. So you're safe in most respect, even if it's kind of like one of those fucking Felicia type chicks that are like all nasty, walking around with the fucking non-form fitting clothes. But in terms of like wanting to get up there to the prostate, that's just so much commitment because it's like I
don't know, man.
Physically measured with a ruler app that I had on my phone how far inside myself from a side view that my prostate would be, and
I think it's like 3 inches.
Well, it's far past the first knuckle commitment that I've
know.
made at this point.
I guess you say the first knuckle because that's about a strong inch and a piece, right? But I got large hands, But
yours would be like the fucking. Yours is like a grape. Your first knuckle is like a whole grape.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that if I went to the second knuckle of the middle finger, I'd totally be on the G spot.
But bro, I'm telling you, like, what's weird? In the next like 30 years, I like being straight is gonna be like how bisexual was in the late 90s.
Yeah, like I don't even give a fuck what niggas do. Like, but what the crime shame is, and I found this out selling sex toys and shit, man, is that people usually around 30 years old, they start to progress a little bit mentally and acceptable. And if you're cool and you're in that clique and all, they'll start opening up to you and telling you shit, about how they be getting down and stuff, right? But it reminds me of before that, like when niggas was like 12 years old and they was all standing in a circle pointing at each other and like kicking the can, like, you jack your dick, I don't jack my dick, and then they be like, I don't jack my dick, but I look at nudie books, and because that was back when we had nudie books, we ain't had the internet.
He called it a nudie book. He called this shit poop.
Yeah, so we looking at his nudie books, man. But all these niggas admit to looking at nudie books, but nobody admit to jacking their dick. And I think it's the same way with the kink and shit and the shit they do with a woman and stuff, right? Like, who gives a fuck? You a grown-ass nigga. I don't care if you stick fucking apples, oranges, bananas, sausages, motherfucking dildos, suction cups, motherfucking beads. I don't give a fuck what you do with your ass, your dick, your mouth. I don't give a fuck. Do you?
When I was in the Navy, funny story.
Yeah, I can see how the Navy could tie into ass play. I mean, not the stereotype or generalize, but I could totally see how a bunch of niggas on the ship, could totally tie into some ass play.
You're welcome for my service. So,
I'm
anyways,
just saying, like, is it gay if you're on a ship in the middle of the ocean and it's been like 3 months since you hit a port and
you just fucking second guessed when I said that fucking dude in his ass is gay, and you're like, well, I don't know. It's if you're in prison for like 10 years.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's kind of like prison. Y'all niggas on this big motherfucking metal fucking can in the ocean and shit, and y'all niggas taking showers, and by that point, it's just like jail where niggas start grabbing their dick because they got the itchy dick, you know what I'm saying, because they need to poke something, you know what I'm saying, and next thing you know what I mean, y'all niggas is sitting there chilling one night playing cards, and then, oh shit, we found who the sub is.
Well, I'm just saying. So, anyways, lights out was at like 10, I think, when all the birthing lights went off and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're in these racks. You got the little fucking body length curtain sliding across you. No fucking. It would never fail. The second lights out hit, it would just sound like. It would sound like somebody dumping 4 tons of coleslaw, down a fucking slip and slide.
Damn.
Like a boot stuck in mud, just as soon as the light went out, like it was powering the ship.
The Jack Shack.
Like it was powering the ship.
Yeah. Y'all ain't never catch niggas fucking in the boat?
Yeah, all the time. See, also, but the respectful ones, what we did when we jerked off, they were called Ricky socks, and it was a sock that you jerked off into, so your semen wouldn't get all over your birthing. There was one guy.
I'm more of a different. Like I rather gun in the shower, nigga. Shoot them babies.
Yeah, but bro, look, you got a bunch of dudes in a birthing. There's only like what was there? There was 8 showers. There was 8 showers for like literally 80 people.
Don't nobody give a fuck about that. That's why you wear shower slides, nigga.
No, I'm saying people were waiting. So you'd go take a shower. There's a line of 15 fucking people.
And well, wait till you gonna be last. Be in the last group, nigga. Beat your dick.
No, you have shower hour. There's an hour when you're out to sea where everybody would be able to shower because it would save on the hot potable water.
Yeah, I believe because it's not like it uses any different amount of hot water. It's the same number of people, the same number of gallons of water. Okay, who did that fucking math? Thank you, liberalism and fucking Common Core.
Bro, what? My ship was built in '85. Guarantee it was Republic. Anyways, so all the water went to the fucking hot tubs that like all the officers sat in. People say that's not true. I
bet they were fucking in the tub.
Oh, dude, there was a guy I served with that told me he was fucking an officer. He used to tell me, he'd show me pictures of her, and then she was like one of the chicks that would do birthing inspection. It was like, oh my god, I've seen your asshole.
It was a she. I thought you was talking about a him. God damn, see, you paint the wrong picture, nigga. When you change characters, you got to say that at the beginning of the story.
I said he showed me pictures of her, the officer.
Yeah, you said I know
the guy that was showing me was enlisted,
officer, but I was picturing a male officer. You know what I'm saying, getting fucked in the hot tub.
Oh, that's a different story. I mean, I have plenty of those stories.
Damn, yeah, you botched that one. You want
look, all I'm saying,
fucking racism to sexism. There you go,
bro. You want some fucking in the ass stories? I got 4 years of them.
No, we good. That's enough ass play
for Easter.
Yeah, for Easter all day, man. I don't know. I should have got a ham, though, because ever since you talked about a smoked ham and shit, nigga, I've been thinking about a ham, nigga.
No, nobody likes ham.
I love me some ham, man. I do, man. You just ain't never had that shit cooked right. Yeah.
No, I was force-fed it when I was a kid by my stepdad, so.
I'm not sure that was ham.
No, I mean, everybody keeps ham in their pocket. Everybody keeps ham in their pocket, right? Right?
Yeah, reach here besides the ham. That's so fucked up, nigga.
Jesus, episode 13.
He must have been Catholic.
Episode 13 is the fucking Revelation episode.
Yeah, the Revelation, nigga. God damn. Shit. I don't even know, man. I'll just be chilling, man. We need to do a giveaway or something, man. I think I'm gonna come up with something, man. I'm gonna give out like a stick or something.
I'm slowly trying to configure social media because I'm not a 14-year-old. And I realized that when I started on Instagram, I just started following people. So I'm following like 3,000 people right now.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly unfollowing all these people, and the page views go up as I unfollow people because that's fucking confusing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of the same kind of people on Instagram, like that. You know what I mean? Like, so obviously we have a podcast page and a meme page, but then there's like motherfuckers that are like on a weight loss journey, and then there's the bitch that travels,
I'm on a weight loss
and then there's
journey,
the
nigga.
fucking
You better quit talking shit about weight loss niggas, man, because shit, I done dropped motherfucking 60 pounds in this bitch.
No, dude, these guys are way past you. These guys are fucking putting in like 5 hours every morning at the gym.
I ain't putting in shit, nigga. I go to work, nigga, I come home, and then I do my keto, nigga.
Well, yeah, but if you look at these guys, they don't have good jobs. They have like shitty warehouse jobs.
Yeah, fuck that, nigga. I got a motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know. You know,
it's like nobody.
Good job, nigga.
Nobody making good money is on a fucking weight loss journey at 4:00 in the morning.
I'm on motherfucking like I be fucking around with the Instagram a little bit and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I be finding myself getting bored sometimes, man. But like social media and shit. And it's not that, you know, I want to misconstrue the situation and stuff, man, because I want to spread the message to do you know what I'm saying, to fuck everybody else. But you know, I don't want that to be misinterpreted, like, because I love humans, you know what I'm saying? I just hate certain people, you know what I mean? And, you know, because there's nothing wrong with it. And I know my message to do you sounds selfish, but it's not selfish in the sense that I mean to shit on the rest of humanity, you know what I mean? And a lot of humans are extremely fucking self-absorbed, man. I mean, to the point of like, that's like a motherfucker being arrogant and being like, I can ride a dirt bike like these niggas on TV. No, you can't, nigga. Because if you could, you'd be on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't, nigga. You don't even know how to crank it, nigga. You know what I mean? And so that's what I mean. Like, false sense of motherfucking, like, I don't know, nigga watch a YouTube video or some shit and all of a sudden think he goddamn curing cancer in this bitch, and these niggas ain't curing cancer. They got that. It's obvious they consume too much fucking lead. I don't know if they swung through Flint, Michigan like 2 years ago when they had the crisis when the chlorine ate all the motherfucking years of corrosion and coating off the inside of the pipe, and it fucked their brain up, and now they got this whole melt face thing going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, suck a dick, nigga. When we in a traffic jam, nigga, and it says left lane closed 2 miles ahead, nigga, that means to go ahead and fucking merge, nigga. That don't mean for you to be the last nigga at the thing fucking up the line 3 hours back because for some reason you think your time is more valuable than mine. Because if we was on a different day, you know what I'm saying, I'd probably snatch out your fucking car. But, since I'm on a better way right now and I'm being more positive, you know what I'm saying, for the world, I'm getting...
What in the fuck is going on? Are you serious?
Man.
That is so unprofessional.
Well, that's probably because I probably just offended one of these motherfuckers at the motherfucking red light. You know what I'm saying?
They calling you, dude. They're fucking blowing up the fucking soundboard.
Fuck them. Trump probably already got my shit motherfucking being monitored and shit. He all worried and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I done fell out the motherfucking Trump train. Like, when that nigga first came around, I'm like, this nigga just crooked enough. And he just pissed off enough that they wouldn't let him in the rich boy motherfucking club. That motherfucking he might shake some shit up. And then what's he do? He goes up there and he's so glad to be on the tip of somebody's motherfucking tongue. He turns into a punk and he's
Loves
like,
it.
Can you reach in there and touch the prostate? But just don't tell nobody.
It's a beautiful prostate.
I have a prostate
of a 12-year-old.
It's orange.
It's orange.
It's orange.
It's unlike Hillary's prostate.
yeah. Tell me that bitch ain't got an old purple clam.
Oh man, I bet. I'm telling you. You know what the thing is? And I think about this a lot too. On top of the multitude of anal sex I think about per day. So everybody is painting Hillary Clinton as this fucking ice queen, like her fucking cave is filled with fucking frozen stalactites. I think
she a fuck queen, nigga.
I think she got that.
Grab back.
I think she got that pussy that grabbed back, and I think she can fucking suck Bill in a way that he hates himself afterwards.
No, I think that they were cuckold, and I think that she made that nigga get head from the other bitch. You know what I'm saying?
She was there.
Yeah, she punched that nigga. Man. I think that she made that nigga watch her getting fucked by a young fucking bull. You know what I'm saying?
Jet fuel burns at 1,200 degrees, and a fucking Hillary Clinton was watching. She was holding the ponytail.
Yeah, she was holding that bitch. And I'm going to tell you now, that motherfucking bitch, she got that octopus pussy, nigga. It probably pull you in, nigga. It probably got that motherfucking pussy. She's so old, that motherfucker done evolved, nigga.
What if she got an octopus tattoo like that porn star on her asshole?
Oh, shit.
Now you'd vote for her.
Oh, shit.
And, she sits down, that fucking, those tentacles spread out.
It looked like a bay scallop, nigga.
Oh.
It probably like a muscle. That motherfucker probably got a tongue that come out, nigga, and tickle.
Oh God, she probably walks in at the end of the night or end of the day and fucking she's like, Bill, I'm home, and he has to fucking he's already butt naked, handcuffed, and he's got to worm his way into the fucking living room so he can kiss her on the asshole and then fucking go make her dinner.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah.
She
probably made that nigga play the saxophone while some 30-year-old buck runs up in that ass.
Oh, dude, and you know what? You fucking asked my long-term goals. That's it right there.
I bet, it reminds me of that show House of Cards with Kevin Spacey when he played gay, but he was really gay and he wouldn't admit to everybody that he was gay. And then they have them separate affairs and shit, the wife, the first lady, and all that shit. And I think that's probably how Bill and motherfucking Hillary was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wasn't gay. He was a pedophile, and he tried to claim that he's going to be gay now.
Yeah, I don't know. Same difference. You get what I'm saying, right?
Like, it'd be like me fucking stabbing an orphan to death and being like, you know what? I got ADHD.
You got ADHD, nigga. You got ADHD.
But what you were talking about earlier, about it's pretty prevalent, especially like everything. People think I'm arrogant because I look at life from my examples. If it's pertinent to the story, so I'm not one of those people that I'll always have. Like, if I have nothing to say about it, I'll be like, I don't know. But if it's like I've done that, I've been there, I'll say something about that. So Do you is important because for any of the listeners, the 24 on Podbean and the one in Canada, apparently, I'm currently going through a thing in my life where I was working for a guy that I trusted. He and then ultimately just kind of let me go like I was nobody, and it threw my life into kind of a turmoil, and I'm just recovering financially from it, shit like that, looking at perspective. And what I realized is that I was killing myself for so many people that by the time I walked home to my temple and I walked in my castle, that I didn't even know who I was, that I had nothing for me here, that I was so absorbed with how I was perceived by the fucking people that I thought I was doing good for, that it was just like, it wasn't really doing good for me, because when there's nothing, that umbrella's not there, I don't give a fuck.
No, nigga.
Like, they ain't there. They're not on your fucking 401k. They're not fucking sending you Christmas cards.
Fuck no.
So when it means do you, it's not a selfish thing. Do you is really, life is short. It really is. For some people it can be long. For some people it can't be. For others, your life's over in an instant. The best thing you can do is find what makes you happy and take care of the people that love you. Be honest with people. Be forthcoming with them. And if you're in a position to help, you should help. But most importantly, you should focus on yourself, and that's kind of the thing I'm thinking about right now. Is like, I wrote that article on LinkedIn about the nightmare that's the job search, and it was all about mental health. It was all about, by the time somebody finally lands a job, who knows how long they were looking. They're so fucking frazzled and behind on their bills that you're getting 45% of a person in your company, and maybe you have an entire company full of half people, soulless people. If you don't have a soul, you can still get up and feed your kids, go to work, pay your bills. You know what I mean? But that's not going to lead for productivity. That's not good for anybody, and that's only it goes downward.
They don't want that, Sean. I mean, they want that. They don't want an independent thinker that's going, move and make and stuff, and be healthy in themselves, right? Because the more broken you are, the more likely you are to be a fucking peasant and a follower and a fucking sheep and a drone, and keep your head down. You know what I'm saying? But if you're feeling good and you're strong and you're independent minded and you have wealth in your own corner, then you're less likely to take their fucking mediocre fucking wage and their fucking pointless goddamn employment agency, and I don't mean like a temp service, I mean the business that they are. And it's like, fuck you, because you people are half full. Your glasses are half full, right? And it's not that, it's half empty and it's half full is half fucking empty, okay? You're fucking hollow, you're fucking miserable. Half you motherfuckers, and not to be rude about mental health and shit, but half you motherfuckers, your daddy should have beat their fucking dick and sent you down the fucking drain, because you're mouth breathers. All you're doing is consuming shit, and you're contributing to the fucking greenhouse gas and global warming. Okay, so if you really cared about the environment, walk off a fucking cliff.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is like, I don't want to be one of those assholes that's like blaming social media and things like that, but I think a lot of people have kind of, I can't believe I'm saying this, have lost their way. And you got some little fucking retard named Ryan making $40 million a year showing toys, and then you got fucking some retard and his brother making a bunch of fucking money because they're stupid and stupid people like it. That people lost perspective of the real things in life. Yeah. And that's why you see so many things like the Joe Rogan podcast and Aubrey Marcus and all these fucking people like Jordan Peterson. People are thirsty now. They've been fucking sitting in a giant big gulp cup full of fucking Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew for so fucking long that I think collectively people's souls are fucking hungering for something more pure and something real. And when we talk about mental health, that's what's fucking going down. You have a lot of people that have been talking shit online. They've been watching celebrities fucking tout their life on Instagram. They've been trying to better themselves that way. And what they're doing is they're fucking putting empty calories of life into their body. Yeah, and it's not doing anything for them, and then you end up with angry, pissed off people. Why is there a rise in fucking mass shooting? That's not shocking at fucking all. I just explained it for the past 5 minutes. People are fucking angry. People are pissed off. People are over it. I'm mad because Kim Kardashian makes money. I'm mad because this YouTuber's dumb as fuck and I should be rich.
You know what's funnier than that, though? Is then these same fucking weak-spirited motherfuckers, they feel guilty about being mad. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's just like somebody breaking my balls for the way I talk, nigga. You know, and it's like, I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Why you mad, nigga? Do you, right? I don't care what you think's appropriate, nigga. I do what's right, all right? I feed my wife. I feed my kids, you know what I'm saying? And I got goals. And do I feel frustrated that I don't accomplish them as fast as I really should be able to with the bureaucracy and the regulation that we have? But corporations come in here because they have fucking indefinite resources to you know, squander and squash a person like me out of the fucking market. Is that frustrating? Absolutely. But, you know, are they going to stop me? No, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be a 30-year nigga. Like, I give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have 10,000 fucking jobs before I wind up being a 30-year nigga at the same motherfucking place while I watch all the fucking bosses go play golf and go to fucking resorts and fucking have family barbecues and retreats and actually be able to afford to take off for a goddamn Christmas vacation. You know what I'm saying? They can suck a motherfucking dick, nigga. That's what I'm angry about.
What?
Other than that, I'm good, nigga.
Well, you know what we are. We're part of a weird generation that nobody really likes to give credence to because everybody's so focused on the millennials and whatever Gen Y or I don't know. Anyways, motherfucker, I'm 30. I'm gonna be 38 this year. You're fucking 47. We're at this point where it's like we were raised before the internet. We saw the internet. We saw the burgeoning of the internet, and now we're at where we are now. So we have those old school sensibilities. We fucking can navigate Google, and we appreciate free porn. But we're those people sitting there left holding the fucking bag, looking around, watching stupid millennials born after the internet get rich. We're watching fucking hardworking people take a missile to the dick. We're watching fake news. We're watching lies. We're watching people argue against their conscience, and it's really frustrating. I'm frustrated. Just me, period. How I look at things is frustrated. I crave purity and honesty so fucking much that I get mad at people that I even feel have an inkling of bullshit coming out of their fucking mouths.
I don't know, man, because I found out in my relationships, my personal relationships in my life, because, you know, since back in the day when a nigga was a junkie and a criminal and all that shit, right, you know, I turned over new leaves, man, and so I approach shit differently now, and I try to be real, and that's the thing, since being too honest, right, and I try to be appreciative and understanding and thoughtful of other people's feelings, but not at the sacrifice of myself all the time. I mean, sometimes I do, I guess, but, motherfuckers can't handle the truth, man. Niggas don't want to look at they.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, all day. The realest shit you ever motherfucking heard, man. Like
you remember? Do you remember that speech, by the way? You can't handle the truth, sir. Yeah. We live in a country, or we live in a world with walls, and we need men to patrol those walls with guns.
Yeah. So what I'm saying though is when a nigga helps you hold up a mirror to reflect and actually lift you and move you forward, it becomes scary. And what I've noticed in the vast majority of people that I've associated with historically, they're scared to be responsible. They're scared to actually fucking achieve, right? The moment that they start to achieve or opportunity presents itself, they become afraid, and they make 10,000 reasons why it will not work, okay, and whatever, and they're sitting on the couch and they're blaming the whole fucking world why they don't have and why they can't get there, and even though niggas had said, look, man, I'm not telling you got to do it by yourself, but I got you, nigga, I can turn you on, and we can change the fucking world, like, real talk. Niggas will motherfucking give you every fucking reason in the world why it won't, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of fucking reaching down and finding the one to actually get the things and to accomplish the shit that they set out to fucking accomplish many years ago. You know what I mean? But through, hard knocks, through, the struggle, through examples of moms, dads, uncles, whatever, the community, sometimes instead of it being a place of strength, it winds up being a fucking anchor that drowns you about 30 miles of fucking offshore. You know what I'm saying? Like all this little plastic shit that you bought at Walmart, instead of them being assets and things you thought were actually building you up around, it's fucking drowning you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pisses me off. You know, look at all these motherfucking white people that ain't got a pot to piss in, but these niggas has got shit in totes, in closets, and they got so many totes and closets that they had to rent storage units to put shit in totes they couldn't fit in the fucking closet. Shit that they don't even know they fucking have, but they're scared to death to fucking get rid of it. They're scared to death to fucking move. They're scared to death to turn some shit up. They're scared to death to tell a nigga suck a dick. They're scared to death to ask for a fucking raise. They're scared to death to tell they bitch no. They're scared to death of everything. And it's like, nigga, so eventually you got to start looking at yourself and see if the world's the problem or if you're the problem.
Yeah, 100%. If you find yourself in the
Just
same
my
situation
thoughts.
over and over again, if you have the same resolve every time, then you need to start looking inward. I was my son's mother. Fuck it, my son's mother. I was with for so many years. Her and her fucking sisters. They blew through so many relationships, and at some point, it's like maybe it's you guys. Maybe it's you three wicked stepsisters.
Yeah. You know, it's the chaos factor, man. I got a lot of people in my family, a lot of friends. The moment shit starts to stabilize and normalize for them and actually start to build some type of future or wealth or opportunity, they self-sabotage notoriously and create the fucking chaos, man. They have to create it because they're so prone to expect it. They've learned that it's going to come. They create it themselves in a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know what I mean?
I'm learning lately to embrace the pain.
I take that shit, man. I take that shit in stride, nigga. I've had so many knockbacks. I've took second-rate jobs. I've took less wages. You know what I mean? And everything but suck a dick. You know what I'm saying? Because that just ain't happening. The moment you really start to demean me in any form or fashion, you know, a nigga gonna nut up. You know what I mean? That's like one of the only things I haven't let go of.
You just haven't gotten to sucking a dick yet?
No,
I'm just telling you. You're sitting here. You're flexing nuts. It's fine. I respect it. Some motherfucker walks up and says, "Hey, Thomas. Hey, listen. Hey, come here. Listen." You're like, "What's up?" You take a hit of your robot dick, and he's like, "Listen, bro. I got one thing left on my bucket list, right? And I'll be honest with you. I'll be up front. It's a ruggedly handsome pipeliner gonna fucking choke my dick." And you get all offended and you start getting all huffy. He's like, "Hey, hold on. I bet you're wondering why I'm holding this leather Michael Kors shoulder bag." And you're like, "All right." And he opens that motherfucker, and it's literally cold hard cash, brimming. I've seen 60 grand in cash, not bragging, but that's my weird flex. Yeah, so it's probably the size of like a Jordan shoebox
man,
in 20s.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, so we're not talking hypotheticals of a fucking goddamn, nice leather satchel full of fucking, money. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about just in general, because there ain't no red-blooded American that wouldn't say that the thought wouldn't cross his head if a nigga busted open a big bag of motherfucking money talking about just put the dick in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Repeat Offender is an honest podcast. You ain't gonna find anything more honest on the internet, on the movies, on the radio, nothing. You know what I mean? And for a nigga to say that he wouldn't never suck a dick for the right amount of money, you're a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ate pussy, nigga, you've essentially sucked the fucking dick. Because there's a lot of pussies took a lot of dick. You know what I'm saying? And
I'd have that dick in my mouth before that bag was unzipped.
It's just, my thoughts is back to what I was saying, is being a convict, right, and carrying this old fucking terminology for some dumb shit that I never even went to prison for, right? Whatever I did wrong, I'll tote that. I paid my motherfucking fines. I did my a little bit of county time and shit, but we are so much in the habit, man, of crushing people and pointing fingers and putting blame, and we want these warm fuzzy little lives, but. And everything is okay, and we can be judgmental until it becomes our wife, our son, our daughter, our uncle, our brother, our daddy, whoever, right? And then all of a sudden we have a problem with the police state and all these fucking this terminology and this judgment and this baggage and shit. But my point being, with all that said, is no matter what, I'm not making excuses of why I ain't got it. I'm not making excuses, man. I'm out here packing up the truck, cutting, all these fucking material things that I had and I've worked and I've sweat for, because, if they're not moving me forward, then they're fucking drowning me. And I'm going to go out here and I'm going to find a motherfucking job opportunity. I'm going to find a job. I'm going to find the money to eat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And, like, if I'm out here sacrificing for my wife, nigga, and she's part of my team, then she's going to support me in that. And if she can't support me in that, then she's not part of my team, and I shouldn't be sacrificing with her to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So, not to say that she's the problem, I'm the problem, or any of that. I'm just simply saying that if you're not lifting me up, encouraging me, moving me forward, and I'm not saying I'm going to be peachy every day, because I'm a fucking dick, nigga, real talk. But if you want to reap the motherfucking benefits of the seeds that I sow and the rewards of the sacrifice that I give, then goddamn motherfucking right, you better be lifting me up and encouraging me and understanding and help him row the motherfucking boat. And that don't necessarily mean punching the time clock, but that might be doing the laundry. That might be answering the motherfucking phone. That might be sending me a text copy of a motherfucking check so I can put it in for my direct deposit. Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Do your motherfucking part, you know what I'm saying? And if you a solo man, you know what I'm saying, then you ain't got no excuses. If you by yourself, pack your motherfucking shit up. If a nigga only want to pay you $12 an hour and you can drive 3 hours away, you can drive 30 hours away, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, go to North Dakota. Go to North Dakota, because any lead paint eating goddamn waterhead can go out that motherfucker and make $20 an hour with no experience. All you gotta have is a back and know how to put your fucking pants on. You know what I'm saying? So when you look around your shit and your house is falling apart and your family's on food stamps and you ain't got shit and you talking about I'm gonna go file for disability, I seen some niggas out there with no legs earning $20 an hour. So suck a dick. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Eddie Murphy's still on the fucking subway trying to get fucking money out of people, and he ain't got no legs.
Yeah. So
Trading places.
I'm just saying, trading places, nigga.
Trading places. Anyways, I don't know. It is what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my thoughts, man. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying there's big flashing billboards that says this is your exit, get off here. It's hard out here, man. You know what I mean? The struggle ain't easy, but people usually don't prosper when they're not struggling. People don't make innovation when shit's smooth and easy and there's no reason to innovate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I heard an interview with Dr. Phil said. He goes, if you're walking barefoot across the fucking road and it's freshly laid asphalt and it's hot, he's like, you're gonna do everything you can to get the fuck off that road.
Yeah. But not some people. Some people want to be 35-year-old, 800-pound motherfuckers in an easy chair while they watch an old woman struggle walking with her walking stick leaning on a shopping cart because there wasn't no buggies to get the fucking mayonnaise off the fucking rack. But this fat bitch is on disability and fucking food stamps. It kind of makes you think that the reason, if they took the disability away because she was obese, that it would not enable the lifestyle that continues to keep her disabled, because she's disabled solely because of her fucking weight. You know what I mean?
Right. But those chicks will always suck dick for food stamps.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, a bitch, like, we need to reprioritize. I'm not saying that it's breaking the bank, right? But we need to reprioritize how we set up safety nets in this country.
Yeah, I 100% agree. There needs to be a long-term outlook for people in terms of opportunity. You know what the fucked up thing was, man? I have my Class A CDL. And you know how I got that is I went into a career center when I was in San Diego, and there's a thing called the Workforce Investment Act. It's a law. It's money allocated per year to help people gain skills so they can get employment. So by the federal government putting $5,200 into me, I've put fucking 6 times that back into the system and provided for my family. So when you hear these fucking politicians get up there and they're like, we need training programs, motherfucker. Any International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers will fucking train you for free. There's the workforce investment. There's shit out there.
A lot of people too, though, Sean. And there's a second thought is this goes to a lot of people in a lot of communities that ignorance and poverty are taught generationally, right? And parents, if the parents exist, they teach what they know, right? So if they don't know anything, or they don't know how to manage finances, or they don't know how to provide, or they didn't want to provide, whatever, they teach these habits to their children, right? So sometimes, like, I didn't know what a fucking union was coming from Florida. We didn't know any of this shit. Like, because it's not a union state. I mean, we have, I guess, unions there, but they're not really used like that. But it's making people aware of options. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking all this fucking this this mass fucking jumbling of voices. People don't have a fucking clue on some of the options that are there for training and stuff. So like people like me, I fucking bought an old van, nigga, and drove that bitch to North Dakota because I seen a fucking news program on the TV. You know, I didn't know shit about North Dakota. I forgot that motherfucker even existed after 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying? But apparently they were hiring people, and I went out there and I changed my life because of it. I'm not where I need to be. I have zero in savings. But, hopefully within the next year I can buy a fucking house with a conventional mortgage. You know what I mean? I don't know what comes. I don't know if they keep me employed, as vocal as I am, but the point is the nigga ain't gonna stop me. They ain't gonna stop me unless they kill me.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and I kind of look at my struggle and the things that I do. It's like, this has to mean something. I'm not fucking doing this for a reason. It's not like I fucking take a hit, I get up, I keep going, I try again. I take a hit, I get up, I keep going. This has to fucking lead to something one day. It's like when fucking Ed Sheeran was like, hey, check this out. And then fucking a year later, he's at the Grammys. I'm going to be at the Grammys. I want to make a fucking album in auto-tune. T-Pain, shout out.
Yeah, all day. All it's going to take is for one of these goddamn news broadcasters and one of these political niggas to stumble across this goddamn motherfucking podcast and
find out we're both white and fucking...
And figure out how offensive they find this, and boom. They're going to play a nigga on Fox News, and it's done. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're gonna end up on like fucking D.L. Hughley and shit, or Sean King, where you don't want to be.
They're probably gonna be indicted by the FBI or some shit. Like,
hey, Mueller still has 12
UN
fucking
crime,
unsealed indictments.
Yeah. Some Interpol crime. We done fucking, we're guilty of some kind of Interpol shit. Some fucking proper dressed fucking accent fucking French motherfuckers gonna show up knocking on my door trying to arrest me and extradite me to some fucking island.
Good God. I think we should close this bitch out, dude.
Close this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think the train went well.
Yeah, nothing offensive to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like feel like fuck all y'all equally. But except for the ones that I like and I love and I care about, that's actually good human beings.
Well, I like this episode. It's old school for us.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I think it's gonna get, dude. We're getting good. I look on the back end of the page. We're doing well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not making shit up. People text me. They fucking message me. Yeah. They say I've listened, like, hey, blah blah blah. They brought up shit that has been at least like 30 minutes into the podcast. So it's like, yeah, fucking listen to it. There's one girl that I know that listens religiously.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, and just so everybody knows, because I know they hear me vaping and shit, and it's because nigga quit smoking cigarettes. I'm smoking 3 packs a day. And all bullshit aside, if you go out and you decide you're gonna vape, you need to get, and this is obviously not motherfucking paid or anything. This is a personal experience. I stumbled onto this shit. You need to get a squonk box and a profile motherfucking RDA, because it's the motherfucking shit. And I went from spending $600 a month on tobacco, and I think I spend like $15 a week in juice now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and a nigga breathe good, man. So if you hear that random shit, obviously that's me vaping like you couldn't tell, because anybody our age or younger knows what the fuck it is.
Well, I mean, I'm not in any way fucking trying to claim that I'm a health nut, but I am trying to be conscious, and I'm respectful of ways that people can better themselves in anything like that. So I mean, if fucking vaping is taking you away from that fucking horrible gray skin fucking lung cancer one day, then so be it.
I'm just saying, man, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like strawberry donuts is fire as fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, who don't want to smell strawberry motherfucking donuts, nigga?
I want to smell it all day. And on that note, hey, strawberry donuts is where we should end this motherfucker. Shout out to Little Debbie for the strawberry donuts. Shout out to Lead Paint. Shout out to the Joe Biden 2020 campaign. Shout out to
Good Pussy that grabs back.
Good Pussy that grabs back. And fucking shout out to Hillary Clinton's octopus asshole.
Hell yeah. And that little chicken that shows up in our episodes sometimes. I want to thank that nigga for making the laugh.
Yeah, exactly. And also, no matter what, no matter who's there, if it's your fucking grandparents and doesn't fucking matter, never go quietly. Peace.